Mandragora, a drama about a man coming to terms with the truth post-car crash.
It was late. I was driving home from somewhere. Footy practice, I think. Or maybe it was my girlfriend's house. Yes, it was my girlfriend's house. Must have been. I haven't played footy for years. Don't know why I said that. Anyway, it was dark, but it wasn't wet or anything. The conditions were safe. I see the lights of another vehicle, but they're veering all over the place. Suddenly, this car is coming straight for me, sideways. I could see him. The driver, Nate. He was right in front of me. Don't ask me how he got his car in that position. It all happened too quickly. He was struggling with the wheel. He looked up at me, and then there was this huge bang! Right. So I guess that's number one. Think I'll use a red one for that. Then I remember being cut out of the car. Remember being in the ambulance, my head in this brace thing. Remember waking up in hospital, my throat sore from the anesthetic. Oh, there was a male nurse, funny guy, his name was Trevor. Pretty hard to forget the name of a guy who has to wipe your ass for a fortnight. And then, of course, there was the pain. And the morphine. Right, so that's all pretty clear. Not a lot for 2 weeks of your life, but it's a start. I remember coming home to Mum and Dad's house. There's a dog, a big yellow dog, as big as me. And I'm calling out, Blackie, Blackie. And he knocks me over and I'm crying.
That would have been when you were about 3. The dog wasn't big, you were small.
Why was he called Blackie when he was yellow?
That's just what you called him. We all called him Colin. You're a strange child.
Oh, can you smell peanut butter? It's driving me nuts. I'm about 7 or 8. I've just fallen off my bike, and as I pick myself up off the concrete, I can see blood and teeth.
Yes, I remember that. I was supposed to be at your cousin's christening, but instead I was in casualty waiting for you to have stitches.
I'm in Year 7, and Darryl Cartwright throws a Jaffa at my head, so I punch him in the ribs. He was such a dickhead. Really?
I've never heard you talk of anyone called Darryl Cartwright, and you've never been in a fight in your life. You know that. It's just not you.
Are you sure? Last year we won the touch footy match. I scored one of the tries.
You don't play football. Haven't since you were in primary school.
I'm on top of the Eiffel Tower. I can see for miles. I've never been to Paris, have I?
If you have, you haven't told me. Remember what they said? Trauma victims, memories returning randomly.
Any of them remember things that never actually happened to them? I used to tell people that I lost my virginity when I was 16 to the Moffat twins. When in fact, I lost it when I was 19 to a girl named Jackie. Never saw her again. But now there's something else. I'm in a room I don't recognize. I'm 15, and there's a woman in her 40s. She's unbuttoning my jeans. Well, to go any further, it just seems like intruding.
I just came to see you, to see how you were.
Thank you, I'm better.
Nate's mother, the other driver.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Have we met before?
No.
Oh, perhaps you knew my son. He was about your age.
Yeah, I think I did. I mean, not to talk to, I must have seen him around. He used to go out with Trisha?
Tanya, do you know her?
Yes, I used to date her. Or maybe she was friends with someone or something. Look, I'm sorry, it's the medication. It makes me a little...
I just came to look in on you and to let you know that there's no rancor on my part. The police says it was Nate's fault. I mean, that's what they think.
It's an accident. I don't think it was anyone's fault.
Someone's always at fault. They think it was Nate. Is that what you said?
I'm not sure.
Look, he was a good boy. He was very careful. He would never...
Look, it's like I said to the police. It was dark. The conditions were safe. I see the lights of another vehicle, but they're veering all over the place. Suddenly, this car is coming straight for me sideways. I could see him. Nate. I'm sorry.
If you say so. I brought this for you.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Have you read this before?
Yes, many times. It's my favorite. My old copy is in pieces.
So is Nate's. He loved it too. Sorry. I have to.
Have I read this book? I must have. I know what happens. A bunch of college kids turn on one of their friends and push him off a cliff. How do I know that? Last week, I'm at a pub and I meet a girl named Amber. She's cheeky and hot. No, my girlfriend's name is Tanya. She's smarter than me and her parents think I'm a loser. My favourite colour is green. Well, my favourite colour is blue. I eat Thai food every Friday. I never eat Thai food, it makes me ill. My middle name is Tatum. My middle name is James. Oh, they're his. They're his.
So, do you remember what we spoke about last time we met? In many cases of head trauma, it's quite natural for unfamiliar memories to resurface with remarkable clarity.
They're not just unfamiliar, they're not mine. His memories are in my head.
That's not possible.
You said that last time too.
Look, I think...
No!
Look, just hear me out. You're about the same age. You come from similar backgrounds. Feelings of guilt may have led you to associate yourself with him, give you the impression...
I have an overwhelming desire to eat peanut butter and I'm allergic to peanuts.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
I keep looking for a scar on my left ankle. That's because he once had to have a rod inserted there after he broke it skiing.
Well, maybe you overheard these things and you're just recalling them now.
Overheard them. He once lied to win a $50 bet with his best mate, Greg. He's dating this Tanya chick, but there's this other girl at his work. They've hooked up 4 times. He has a stack of fetish magazines in the back of his wardrobe in his bedroom.
Oh.
Go and look. That's where you'll find them.
How much medication are you taking?
A little more than prescribed.
I understand that
No,
you're
you don't understand. You don't know how it feels. This is how it feels! Now, please, woman, if you really want to help me, then get me some fucking peanut butter!
You're right. This dead boy's living inside your head. It's the only possible explanation. So tell me this. You said his name was Nate, right?
Right.
So if Nate were here right now and had an unlimited supply of peanut butter, well, what do you think he'd say?
I think he'd say sorry. So many of his memories are about regret. I think he'd be sad. He loved his mother a lot. He loved a lot of things and people who he'll never get to see again. But mainly he'd be angry at the injustice of it. He's furious. What would he say? He'd say, "You cock! Why do you get to live when I have to die? You who know all my secrets, you haven't earned them, I've lost them and I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong." He'd say that accident, it wasn't my fault! It was dark. I was driving home, the conditions were safe. I see the lights of another vehicle, but they're veering all over the place. Suddenly this car is coming straight for me, sideways. It's his. What's mine? Think! I was driving down a ramp and the ramp ends and leads onto a freeway. It was late after work. I wanted to get home. There was another car in front of me, but it was waiting to merge onto the freeway. But I was looking over my shoulder, waiting to see where I could get on. That was stupid. I was driving too fast. I turned back and the other car hadn't moved, so I swerved to the right. Why did I do that? There was a car coming straight for me, so I swerved to the left. I lost control of the car. I couldn't get any control. It all happened so quickly, and then I was in the middle of the highway, sideways. And then bang! The other car hit me. Driver's side door. It was me. It was my fault.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.